6 years ago, I got to interview my brother Donald Mustard, who is the creator of Fortnite, live on my stream. And he basically predicted the full future of Fortnite. So let's see how much of it came true. All right, here's the video. This only has 11,000 views on it. Like, this was one of my first videos. Like, this is number 21. I only made 21 videos at this point. I'd mostly done live streaming, so this was kind of like a big deal for me. Now, this is right when Fortnite was just starting to get bigger. You can see the published date was December 29th, 2017, and Battle Royale had come out in September. So at this point, Epic hadn't expanded to thousands of employees. Like, I could easily just ask Donald to be on a stream with me. And after this, rules changed because Fortnite was blowing up, and then Donald couldn't come on streams just willy-nilly whenever he wanted. So this was a huge opportunity. Now let's see how many of the things we talk about came true over the coming years after this.
When are we gonna get the new like city in the map update?
So whoa. Look at this map. Like, this is the OG map. There was no tilted towers. That's what the question was about. People were like, there's leaks about tilted towers, and I was asking, like, when are we gonna get it?
I played the city section just a few days ago before we all took off. It's super awesome.
Tilted is awesome.
Should be out mid to late January.
Wait. When did Tilted actually come out? I just Googled it and it says January 2018. It came true. Our first thing in the video happened. Oh, that's awesome. 1 for 1.
All right, so people are asking, is there ever gonna be vehicles at Battle Royale?
Maybe. I think if there are vehicles, they will be different than... So for me, I always want to try and find that really plays up what's unique and interesting about what our game can do, right? But let me give you one example. It's pretty cool.
This is cool.
It's like, instead of, like, wouldn't it be cool to have a vehicle that was like a bulldozer?
Like a what?
Right? Like a bulldozer.
Oh, yeah.
So something that isn't necessarily fast, but I could get on it if I had like big like armor plating. Like I could totally like smash that into buildings, and I could get my whole squad on there. We could drive around, smashing through anything, and we get some. Like, that would be the way.
That would be sweet.
Kind of doing a vehicle without it being, just like something you could see in any other game out.
So think about this. This was before Tilted Towers even came to Fortnite, and we did eventually get golf carts, and we got quad crashers, and we got the mech, but eventually we got the battle bus, which basically was a bulldozer that you could plow into buildings, and you could have your whole squad on it. Like, a lot of this stuff was conceived of at the very, very beginning. So now we're at 2 for 2. Let's go.
People are saying, how about llamas?
As a vehicle, yeah.
That's a vehicle.
That's a great idea. And maybe so the risk is you pick up a llama, and if they can blow it up, loot flies out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That did not happen. You cannot ride llamas, but we did see llamas be able to like run around the map. So that was kind of cool. So I'm going to say this one did not happen.
Is there ever going to be a new map?
Ooh, good question. At this point.
For Battle Royale.
There will definitely be a new map at some point.
4 maps, 5 maps now?
But again, maps are a lot of work, especially the way that we want to do them, right? So that would probably be, again, like...
This is cool, what he talks about.
Later.
So
we do think, though, so here's kind of the way I look at it. And again, we'll see. Like, this is all stuff we're still figuring it out.
Now remember, this is before Tilted Towers, before anything had ever changed on this map. Like, this map had been the same since it launched.
What I love about, like, in the game right now, like, this is minor, but you notice that just, for the holiday event, we put some Christmas trees in the map.
Yeah.
Right? And we didn't just put them in as a decoration. They're there, and if you can find I think there's 7 different ones that we added to the map. There's treasure chests around, right? So if you can find them, there's actually loot. So they actually change, the map to some small degree.
Yeah.
And I think
little
there's
do
a
we
lot
know
more we could do with that. Like, you'll even see, like, next month when we put out like the new city and stuff like that. There's things that we can actually do to the existing map.
Yozo just subscribed! That was in my live stream back then. Make sure you subscribe now if you haven't yet.
There's things that we can actually do to the existing map and make it fresh and interesting and different. And we have lots of ideas there that we'll be doing to kind of iterate on this map a while, which I think it's good. I think it's good to have a map that players can really learn.
Yes.
So they can really learn all the nuance of it and how to use it to their advantage. At some point, though, we will need to introduce a new map.
And guys, I mean, the chapter 1 map went through so many changes. Like, we hadn't even seen anything at this point when I'm doing this interview, but then the island completely changed. By the time season 10 hit, it was completely different, and it was so fun. And same thing with the chapter 2 island, chapter 3, chapter 4. Like, all of those islands grew with the player base. And I think this is one of the huge reasons Fortnite was so successful, because they didn't just introduce a new map, they worked and changed the existing maps, and people loved that. Okay, so now we've got 3 out of 4, and this next question is about guns and what guns are missing in Fortnite at this point.
So like, I play a lot of Destiny, like, you know,
Great game.
and I do feel like we're missing like a scout rifle class. So basically it kind of fits in the assault rifle category, but it would need to be scoped and needs to be, you know, basically 1 shot per trigger pull,
Which we have.
So
Now we're at 4 out of 5.
Kind of in that category still, I think, that we're missing. I also think we're missing like a heavy damage melee weapon.
Ooh, so like a lightsaber or something?
Oh, lightsabers.
Yeah, imagine a light, or even just like a sword. Or
Yeah.
a lightsaber.
Lightsabers
So basically it would
predicted
have
years before.
Very little ammo. Imagine every swipe of it
Katana,
costs ammo.
Hammer.
But it's basically a 1-shot kill. We probably need a category of like a think of like a rail gun. You know, it's like a gun that you have to charge it up before you can fire it.
Yeah, that was, I mean, like, wait, let's see.
it's
When
like
did the railgun come out? That was chapter 3, I think, with the IO. Predicted years before.
Any chance of having like an ELO type ranking?
We think ranked play. I mean, so ranked play is something
Ranked.
that
We got ranked
in one
mode.
of our other games, Paragon.
Competitive.
is
This
coming
was
really
long
soon.
before there was any World Cup or any competitive, like, scene at all in Fortnite. It was all just casual.
Adding a leaderboard that shows ELO is not work, right? It's super easy. The work is actually having a good enough matchmaking system
Ooh.
that can give you matchups that
Matchmaking.
are equivalent to your.
I mean, gosh, this is still a huge debate now. Like, should matchmaking be a thing? Matchmaking is a huge issue for people, but they put it in the game. What are we at? I've lost count now. We're like out 5 for 6, 6 for 7 or something now. It's all come to pass.
What's the next big thing in gaming?
Ooh,
I
good
think
question. Mustard.
I'd say 10 years ago, the big push was for graphics.
I don't even remember
Now
what his
the
answer
graphics
was to
haven't
this.
continued to get better. But I think what's coming next is going to be a big revolution in AI and
Interesting.
animation.
Interesting.
Like animation technology.
Gosh,
in
guys,
game.
even this last week, there was a new AI technology that came out, like, showing off crazy animations people could make from, like, text. Donald, he was way ahead of his game here.
What about this? So someone is proposing
This.
an energy potion where you take it and you can run faster. So it's kind of like a vehicle mode, but you can't shoot or anything. It just gives you 15-second burst of like speed or something.
Yeah,
Peppers.
We really like that idea. We think
Chugs,
something like
like
that
spicy
is
chug
probably
splashes.
imminent within the next 2 or 3 months for sure.
It happened. It happened.
What about letting players go prone? So
Prone.
like flat down.
Lay down on the ground and you can snipe. I love this answer from Donald. I remember this answer.
I am pretty. Sorry again. I don't ever want to say never on anything, but I personally am fairly opposed to adding prone to Fortnite. I think
Why?
It helps it. I think it helps it be a little more fast paced,
Hmm.
and a little more. I kind of think some of the special sauce of Fortnite Battle Royale is that we limited your inventory to 5 items. We don't let you go prone, and items have rarity and not attachments. I think those 3 things actually kind of mix together in a way that makes Fortnite kind of special.
And even now, we have attachments, so they still don't go prone, and you still only have 5 slots. But even the attachments now are pretty basic. It's not like you pick up a scope out of a chest and put it on. You have to do it through a mod bench. And to be fair, Fortnite feels very different than it did back then. But interesting answers here. I still can't believe this happened 6 years ago. I can't believe all the changes that's happened since then. What a wild ride the last 6 years has been.